Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Jump online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
I ride my bike and sometimes the bus, sometimes both at the same time. I do have a car, but right now it's just too expensive to pay for insurance and gas. I love my job. At Ashland Food Co-op, they're a partner with RVTD's Employer Pass program. It makes it super easy for me to get to work and save a ton of money. It's way cheaper to be able to pay $10 a month, and now I can go anywhere in the valley. Pretty much unlimited rides. It's more than just a bus ride. RVTD is moving our community forward.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Hello and welcome to this live streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and business sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Jeff Smith alongside Mikhail Weish, coming to you live from Grants Pass High School here in Grants Pass, Oregon. We thank you for joining us tonight. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore pregame show presented by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Tonight featuring the Liberty Falcons taking on the Cavemen of Grants Pass. We're pleased you're joining us for this event on TableRockSports.net, and we welcome our home and visiting fans to the broadcast. Joe Brett is our executive producer. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. You can also help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and we'd like to thank our over 3,300 fans who already have subscribed. Friday night football coming up from Mel Ingram Field here at Grants Pass High School. Welcome to the Peak Rewards pregame. Use the Peak Rewards app to order crispy, crunchy chicken and sides. Choose your favorite items, set a time, and pick up a great dinner ready to serve on the way home. So a little non-conference matchup tonight as the Liberty Falcons come to town to take on the Cavemen of Grants Pass. And let's look at the records for these two teams. So Liberty currently the fourth place team in the Pacific Conference, 0-1 in the conference, 3-2 overall. Despite that sort of average record, a 17th ranking in the state in 6A, and that'll become important when we talk about the Cavemen in just a second here. Probably the most notable win for Liberty on the season would be a 30-20 victory over Barlow in the season opener. But the Falcons have yet to beat a team and that was ranked higher than they were so far this season. But again, coming in with a 3-2 record and a very respectable ranking at 17th in the state. On the other side of the ball, the Grants Pass Cavemen come in as the number 3 team in Special District 1, 4-1 in the conference and 4-1 overall. They have played all of their games until tonight in the conference. and they are ranked 19th, a couple of spots behind Liberty. And the most notable win for the Cavemen would have been a week ago, going on the road to take on South Medford. They had not beat the Panthers at Spiegelberg since, I believe, 2015, and they got the win a week ago. This has been a team on the rise. This team has looked better and better as the weeks have gone on. Early on, the weakness for the Cavemen was probably defensively up the middle. They were giving up a lot of yardage up the middle. They were protecting the edge fabulously. They were not giving up runs off the edge early in the season. And it's sort of balanced out as the season has gone along. The inside running defense has gotten better. The edge running game, maybe not as firm as it was the first couple of games, but still very good. It's tough to get the edge on this defense. Offensively, you've got to look at sophomore quarterback Jordan Rosetta. He has looked like a senior as the games have gone on. He's gotten more poise and more confidence, and this is really a team on the rise, and they showed it a week ago taking on the Panthers of South Medford. They got the 42-30 victory, and really the biggest weakness probably with this Caveman squad, they're giving up a lot of points, 146 points on the season. They've scored 220. So a couple of games that they've won, they've done it by outscoring their opponents, including a 55-54 win right here at Mel Ingram against South Salem. And some other teams have fared a little better against the Saxons, so that was not a highlight game, even though the Cavemen got the win on that night. And going back to look at Liberty, they play in a conference that has nobody in the top 10, but they have 4 teams in the top 20, with Newburgh leading the conference at 2-0. But Newburgh's overall record is only 3-4, and Newburgh has actually given up more points than they have scored this season. The top-ranked team in that conference is the number 2 Sherwood team, and they only have a 4-2 overall record, 1-0 in the conference, but they're the 11th ranked team. But I got to tell you, throw the rankings out the window. The current rankings right now still have South Medford 1 spot ahead of Grants Pass, despite Grants Pass beating them and having a better record. And North Medford, with a 2-3 overall record, is still the 10th ranked team in the state. Now, their losses were against top teams, but they're going to have to beat somebody if they're going to stay in that top 10 and not get overtaken by these Cavemen. But this is going to be a really good test for the Cavemen, finally getting a non-league opponent that they probably don't know a whole lot about. So we're getting ready for the captains to meet for the coin toss. The band heading off of the field. And so we're going to take a quick break while they walk out for the coin toss, and we'll come back with the kickoff. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, and the pregame brought to you by Peak Rewards, and we'll be right back.
Time to fall into savings at Medford Mattress, downtown Medford. If you want the lowest prices of the year on all in-stock Beauty Rest Serta and more, now's your chance. Memory Foam Queen starting at just $3.99. With adjustable base, only $9.99.
Come in and compare our prices. You'll be glad you did.
Time to fall into savings. Only at Medford Mattress, downtown Medford.
Where quality is still not costly.
Discover luxurious Karastan flooring at Lippert's Carpet One. The flooring you need to live beautifully. With the National Karastan Month Savings with Style event, experience the luxury of Karastan and capture the lowest prices of the year. With savings up to $1,000 back on beautiful flooring and pay no interest for 18 full months. During National Karastan Month, exclusively at both Lippert's Carpet One locations, Medford and Grants Pass.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Hi guys, my name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that
Welcome back to Mel Ingram Field and your Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. And we want to thank Peak Rewards for sponsoring the pregame show, and we are ready to go. The Liberty Falcons taking on the Grants Pass Cavemen. Grants Pass will receive the opening kickoff, and they will defend the south end zone. Cavemen in the solid blue, and the Falcons in the road whites. Kicking off for Liberty will be, that'll be Ben James, and deep for the Cavemen, Isaac Johnson and Trayton Powers. So we are set to go. Ben James has the ball teed up for Liberty. And it's going to be a squib kick. It'll be handled at around the 38-yard line. Ty Dungy recovered the kickoff. So Powers will be in the backfield with Jordan Rosetta, the starting quarterback. Jordan wears number 16. And it's 1st and 10 for the Cavemen. And a little screen pass, well covered on the outside, sniffing out that play was number 1, Trevor Thelke. And so it's going to be a loss on the play. About a yard loss, 2nd and 11. No, I'm sorry, lost about 4 yards. And they'll get it close to the original line of scrimmage, as the ball carrier was Trayton Powers. That's going to be 3rd down and about 12. Play action, and Rosetta finds a man out near the 45, and that'll be short of the first down. They're going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. Catch was made by Brevik Hill, number 25. Cavers will go for it here. Liberty showing blitz. Rosetta looking to the sideline to see if they want to change the call. 4th and 3. Ball at the 45-yard line. Going to be a quick pass. It's going to be Tim Hart getting the first down out across midfield. And the Cavemen will move the chains. Going to be another screen. Hart cutting back toward the inside. Takes it near the 40. He'll get to about the 41-yard line. About a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 5. And a whistle. And the down marker in the wrong place. And it was a 6-yard gain on that first down, so it'll be 2nd and 4. Hill in motion. Rosetta. Good pocket. Got a man wide open. Oh! And Isaac Johnson dropped the ball. He was wide open. A little miscommunication in the defensive backfield, and coming out of the slot was Johnson. Nobody near him, but he lost it off the fingertips. 3rd and 4 for the Cavemen. Going to give it to Powers. Powers looking for a hole. Not a whole lot there. He'll have a couple of yards. It's going to be 4th and 2. Triple back set, looking like a quarterback sneak, but no, they're going to hand it off, and it'll be a 1st down. And it was Trayton Powers getting the 1st down. Now, I haven't seen that kind of setup since we did a game a year ago in Ashland, and Mazama ran something similar to that. I haven't seen it from the Cavemen this season, at least in the games we've covered here at Mel Ingram. So 1st and 10. Westenberg in the backfield, but Rosetta's looking to pass. Deflected. Getting a hand on it. I believe that was Thilke again. Pass intended for Connolly with 8:39 on the clock here in quarter number 1. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cavemen. Berg once again in the backfield with Rosetta. They'll hand it off out of the pistol, and it's going to be a couple of yards moving forward for the Cavemen. Going to be 3rd and relatively long here. Call it 3rd and about 7. Of course, this will be 4-down territory, as it has been since they got to about their own 40. And Rosetta looking to throw, and that one was low. I believe it was caught. Kingston Connolly making the catch, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down. Only maybe a yard on the play, maybe 2. See what they... 4th and 4, so 3 yards on the pass, a little underthrown. Otherwise, he might have had room to get the yardage needed after the catch. Cavers will go 3 wide receivers with Powers back in the backfield this time. Low snap. Rosetta's got a man in the corner. He overthrows him, and the Cavemen turn it over on downs. So a couple of looks down the field. One that probably should have been a touchdown but was dropped, and that one overthrown. And so we'll get our first look at the Liberty offense. As the Cavemen defense comes out on the field. Number 12 is Dallas Ochoa, your starting quarterback for Liberty. He'll pitch this one out. And short yardage gain for the Falcons. And that was Mackay Perry on the carry. Give him 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. And again, as we mentioned during the pregame, getting the ball around the edge against this Caveman defense has been the tougher route thus far this season. Going to hand it off this time, up the middle, and a big hole up the middle. And Perry takes it all the way for the score. And the Falcons are on the board first with a big run. "72 yards. 6:36 the time. 72-yard run for Mackay Perry. And they'll try the point after. It's going to be Ben James attempting the extra point. Thilke, the holder. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 6:36 left in the first, it's 7-0 Liberty. We'll step aside, come back with more right after this.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Powers and Johnson deep for the Cavemen, as Ben James will tee it up once again for Liberty, who has the 7-0 lead on our John L. Scott scoreboard with that 72-yard scamper for Perry. 6:36 left here in the first. And we'll see if they'll kick it short again. Nope, this is gonna go to one of the up backs. And out across the 40-yard line is where the Cavemen they'll spot this about the 41-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Grants Pass Cavemen. Check out the new sports voice in Southern Oregon, the Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300, FM 107.9, and streaming live at the acesportsradio.com. Featuring 5 live NFL games a week, the Ace Sports Radio. Handoff will go to Powers, and he's going to lose about a yard on the play. Getting into Roman Litz was, I believe that was number 5. No, it's 6. It's Ayan Ali making the stop. So a 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12, 4 wide receivers for the Cavemen. And Rosetta looking to his right. He's got Hart on the near side. And Tim Hart taking about 8 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Third and about 4. Give it to Powers. Spins away from a tackler and drives his way just about a yard shy of the first down. He'll be right at midfield. Clock running at 5:14. And see how the Cavemen will try and get this last yard for the first down. Rosetta heads over to the sideline, getting some instruction from the coaching staff, coming back to the huddle. We're down under 5 minutes left in this first quarter. 7-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard as Cavers got the ball first, but Liberty the first to take it to pay dirt. Now Rosetta and a whistle and a timeout taken. So Grants Pass going to take a timeout. They want to talk this one over. They didn't like the defensive look that they got. So they'll talk things over. We'll step aside and come back with more right after this.
What do you do when a loved one has been wrongfully injured or killed? It's simple. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's nationwide 5G coverage?
Yeah.
Download the Try Us app.
Here we go.
U.S. Cellular works great out here. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my... Yep, it's working.
Download the U.S. Cellular Try Us app for a free 30-day trial.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it.
4th and 1. They'll give it to Powers. He's hitting the backfield, and he's still driving. I don't think he's going to have enough. The spot's going to be at the 50. He's going to be a yard shy, and the Cavemen turn it over on downs. Powers has done such a good job of spinning out of tackles like that, so give some big credit to the Falcons for hanging on to Powers on that and keeping him from driving past the 50. 1st and 10, great field position right at midfield for the Falcons. They're already leading 7-0. They'll give it up the middle and diving for about 6 yards is going to be Matt Jones. Be 2nd down and 4. Ochoa will hand off this time to Thilke. He's hitting the backfield. And again, for the second time, Grants Pass not giving up much when you try and get the edge. It's going to make it 3rd and 8. Play action. Ochoa looking. The lefty throws, but it's in and out of the hands of Smith. Malik Smith couldn't haul it in, but there is a flag on the play. Holding against the offense. And looks like they're going to march this off. Cavers are going to... No, they're not. I don't think they're going to take this penalty. So they'll decline the penalty. That'll bring up 4th and 8. And Liberty will go 3 wide receivers Ochoa will have his punt blocked. It was a quick kick, and it was blocked by the Cavers. Scooped up by Johnston. Johnston carrying the pile all the way to the 36-yard line. So some double magic on that one as they block the quick kick. And that's the danger of that play. I was attending a high school game in my youth, and the team did a quick kick on third down. The ball went 10 yards backwards and was scooped up for a scoop and score, and that one easily could have turned out that way. So Cavers will send trips to the left. Powers in the backfield with Rosetta. And Rosetta will throw to the sideline. One-on-one coverage. The catch is made. Tim Hart takes it to the 9. So Tim Hart had one-on-one coverage. He makes the catch. And the Cavers have it first and goal at they're marking this at the 10. Right up the middle, powers it in for the touchdown. Drayton Powers, 10 yards out. .244 left here in the first. And the Cavers look like they're going for 2 here. Rosetta looking to throw, and a diving in is Powers, so Powers with the 2-point conversion, and the Cavemen have taken the 8-7 lead. 2:44 left here in the first. We'll step aside, come back with more action right after this.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Aboaji and trying to see who the other, I believe that's Perry, also deep for the Cavemen. I'm sorry, deep for the Falcons. And Leon will be kicking off for Grants Pass. It's a short kick to one of the up backs, and sliding down is going to be number 45. That's Maddox Ricow. 2:42 left here in the first, and the Falcons will go back on the offense. I'm going to pitch it to the left-hand side this time, and again, not a lot of room. The Cavers have it covered well. It was Smith on the carry. They'll get it to the 40-yard line, about a 3-yard gain. Second down and 7. They're going to go 3 wide receivers. Give it up the middle. No place to go. Getting through the line and making the tackle, number 54, Jet Stewart. And that'll make it 3rd down and 9. Couple yard loss on the play. Ball at the 38-yard line of Liberty. Play action over the middle. The catch is made. And that'll be a 1st down as it was hauled in by Malik Smith. And they'll have it in Caver territory at the 47-yard line. 1st down and 10. 123. And we're getting I believe we got a timeout. Referee timeout here. Not sure what the discussion here is going to be, or if the Cavers called a timeout. Cavemen are heading to the sideline, waiting for a signal from, and now they're going to bring the coaches together. Something happened on that last play, and we've seen this a couple of times this season, not just in football, but in some of the other sports too, and it's going to be a discussion with a couple of the coaches. There was no flag down that I saw, but they're gonna join up for a little conversation with the coaches. Fall sports action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Jeep Dodge Chrysler, where you can find great deals on the lot or at lithiasuperstore.com. And our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, now with 9 locations nearby to serve you. And they break up the huddle out at midfield. And they're going to call Liberty going to call their team together and have a quick discussion. Before or after the game, it's a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Bros gives back to the communities they serve in support of kids and local efforts to help others. Dutch Bros. 1:23 left here in the first. It'll be 1st and 10 for Liberty into Caveman territory at the 47-yard line. And it's going to be Perry in the backfield with Ochoa. And he'll get the... No, a little misdirection. I got fooled on that one. The ball carrier was... Aboaji. I'm going to struggle with that one. They've got a pronunciation for me, and I'm still struggling. Aboaji. So a little misdirection had me fooled. Under a minute to go. 8 yards on the play. 2nd down and 2 at the Caveman 39. Aboaji in motion. They'll hand this off. That'll be enough for a 1st down. Perry, the ball carrier, and it looked like Johnston on the tackle for the Cavemen. Clock stops while they move the chains, 42 seconds, and they restart the clock. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Going to hand it off, and not a lot there. Met at the line was Perry, and a flag, and that's going to be a late hit. This is going to be 15 yards against the Cavemen. The whistle came early. The forward progress was stopped. We could hear the whistles up here, and the Cavemen kept driving him back, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a 15-yard personal foul. And you make a good defensive play, and then you erase it with the penalty. Going to be all the way in the red zone at the 19-yard line. First down and 10 for the Falcons. Play action. That pass was tipped and I believe was intercepted. It was. Number 2, Braden Reese on the tip. Grabbed the interception, and the Cavemen come back on the offense. They'll do it on the other side of the quarter break as the first quarter has ended. After one quarter of play, it's 8-7 in favor of Grants Pass. We'll step aside, come back with the second quarter right after this.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
First down and 10 for the Cavemen. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. After the interception and the end of the quarter, we start the second quarter. Cavers with the ball. Trying to get around the edge was Powers. And this will be about a 3-yard gain. No, they give him 2. 2nd and 8. Ball at the... No, they're going to put that close to the 18-yard line. So 2nd and 7 at the 18. Rosetta, empty backfield, and he's got Johnston, the tight end, slides to the 24-yard line. Wow, not a very favorable spot. That he slid down, but he hadn't caught the ball when he first started the slide. He caught the ball while he was on the ground. His butt was on the 25, but they'll spot it at the 24, which is where kind of the slide started. But I didn't think he had caught that yet at that position. But it'll be 3rd and 1. Powers in the backfield. And they'll give it to Powers. And he'll have enough for the first down. Out across the 25 to about the 26 or 27. We'll see where they put this down. 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Grants Pass. Hill will line up in the slot. 3 receivers. And Rosetta over the middle. He's got a man, but he overthrows him. Tried to get it to Zach Deshane. And the timing just a little off. Deshane had gotten behind the defender, but the pass a little bit overthrown. Up the sideline. Deshane. They'll set it at the 43. 1st and 10 for the Cavemen. Powers hitting the backfield. He'll lose about a yard or so. Oh, it was Berg on the carry, excuse me. And it looked like 55 on the tackle, Royal Beard. 4 wide receivers, trips to the left, 2nd and 11. Rosetta has time, then he had some pressure late. Looked like that was intended for Connolly. The 3rd and 11 for Grant's pass. Rosetta looking to throw, has a man on the sideline. 1st down and more as they get it to Isaac Johnson. All the way down to the 41-yard line of the Falcons, 1st and 10. And this is where the Cavers are at their best, when they go with tempo. Going to go up the middle. Powers dancing his way for about 3 yards. Give him 4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 37-yard line of Liberty. Rosetta back to throw again. That's broken up. Good defense there from Trevani McCoy. And shaken up on the play was Johnson. And we're going to get a stoppage here as Johnson is in some pain. If you were taping the National League Division Series, you turn your sound down for a second. Dodgers take out the Padres in Game 5 and move on to the NLCS. That'll be well received by our producer, Joe Brett. He's a bit of a Dodger fan. Five wide receivers, empty backfield. 9:20 left here in the second. It's going to be a quick hit to the tight end, Johnston, and Johnston will have enough for the 1st down. Have the ball to about the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cavemen. Rosette off his back foot. One-on-one, beautiful defense played by Trevor Thielke. Hill was the intended receiver, but no separation there. Thielke was stride for stride. And the ball maybe a hair underthrown, just enough for Thielke to get a hand on it. Clock stops with 9:03 here in the second quarter. Of course, Liberty will get the ball to start the second half as the Cavemen received the opening kickoff. 3 receivers to the right. And Rosetta going to throw one-on-one the other side, but he overthrows the intended receiver, Brevik Hill. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 10. Third and 10. And that was intended for Hart. Hart looking for a flag. He's not going to get one. Ben James on the coverage. James was stride for stride with him. I couldn't tell if he was draped on him or not. Hart felt like he was, but it looked like a pretty good defensive play by James. It's going to be 4th and 10. And a hard count gets the Falcons to jump, and it'll be 4th and 5 as they'll move it ahead 5 yards. It's my first time getting to cover Liberty High School in a game that I can think of, but I've spent a fair time at their high school as they host. They're one of the venues for the soccer championships each year. About 5 minutes from Hillsborough Stadium. Beautiful school and really nice people. Broken up. That was intended for Johnston, and getting there to break it up was Luke Newport. And the Cavemen turn it over on downs. 8:48 left here in the first half. Cavers up by 1, but beautiful school, great hospitality, a lot of nice people there at Liberty. Gotten to go there, at least the last 3 years in a row. The soccer championships are played on one day in 2 locations. They play games over at the stadium, Hillsborough Stadium, and they play games at Liberty High School. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Gonna pitch it to the near side. And not a lot there. Maybe a yard for the ball carrier, Perry. Yeah, give him a yard. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 24-yard line. Perry in the backfield. Ochoa will fake it to him, give it to Smith, and Smith will have about 3 yards on the play. Now we got a whistle and a flag thrown in the Caveman side of the field after the play. It's going to be third and 6, but unsportsmanlike against the Cavemen. And they were able to erase that last unnecessary penalty with the interception. But they get another one here. Unsportsmanlike conduct, 15 yards. Something must have been said because that was thrown after the teams had separated and they were getting ready for the next play. And again, both sidelines were warned a while ago. They brought the coaches out, and they really made a point of that this season. I've noticed several games where something happens early, they bring the coaches out and they tell the teams to cool it. They're going to hand it off, and Johnston's going to be the first one there. Not much of a gain on 1st down and 10. And Perry, a little slow to get up, gets help to his feet. He took a hard hit. Johnston wrapped him up, but then the second one in gave him quite a lick. Couldn't see who that was. It's going to get a couple of yards on that play. It'll be 2nd and 8, and Perry headed to the sideline, going to shake out the cobwebs. Clock running here, 8:15 left in the half. And the snap is dropped. Ochoa gets away from the first tackler, can't get away from the second one. And they'll mark him down at the 35-yard line. Oh, no, they mark it at the 36. Wow. I'm going to quit spotting the ball. I have not been right multiple times already tonight. I saw where his rear end landed. I assumed the ball was somewhere close to his rear end, so I said 35, but they'll put it at the 36. 3rd and 17. 7:20 and ticking on the clock. Two backs in the backfield with Ochoa. Play action. He's going to throw to the right side, and just waiting for it was Deshane. Deshane looking for blocking. Deshane pushed out of bounds inside the 20. 1st and 10 for the Cavemen. Zach Deshane looked like he was receiving a punt on that one. He just stood there waiting for it. There was no receiver really anywhere close to where that ball ended up. Yeah, Deshane looked like a kick returner on that, just waiting for it to come down. So Deshane, the 5'10 senior, having another nice game. We've been calling his name quite a bit this season. He's really come on for this Caveman squad. Powers in the backfield with Rosetta. 3 receivers to the right, tight end to the left. And Rosetta's got a little room to run. He'll slide down. They'll put this at the 17, about a 2-yard gain. Going to give it to Powers. Powers sees a man on the edge, so he cuts back toward the inside. He wanted to take that a little wider, but there was no place to go. It's going to be 3rd and 6 from the 16. Cavemen have a good kicker in Parker Roberts. Don't know if they would try a field goal from this spot on the field, depending on what happens on this play. And Rosetta finds a man. Inside the 5 is Isaac Johnson. 1st and goal for the Cavemen. So forget about Roberts for 3 more downs as the Cavemen get the 1st down. Give it to Powers. Powers looking for room. He'll take it to about the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 2. Beard on the tackle. Powers got it again. Ooh. Got grabbed on the way through. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It almost was close to. When you see a jersey grab like that, you worry whether it could be a face mask or it could be a horse collar, but neither one on that play. So 3rd and goal from just outside the 2-yard line. And a whistle on the snap. Going to go against the Cavemen, I believe. Well, wait a minute. Now he's turning the other way. Going to be half the distance. A foul against Liberty, so some sort of neutral zone infraction, I'm guessing. I didn't actually get to see the call, but half the distance puts it at about the 1-yard line. Clock ticking down to 5:03. 3rd and goal from the 1, I should say. And reaching across is Powers, and he's in. Touchdown, Cavemen. Trayton Powers with a 1-yard run. 4:52 left on the clock. And the Cavemen look like they're going for 2. They are. Rosetta rolling. He'll throw, and that's intercepted. So the 2-point conversion is no good. With 4:52 left in the half, it's now Grants Pass 14, Liberty 7. We'll step aside and come back with more action right after this.
It's kind of simple. We're not rocket scientists. We just make great pizza. When you're ready for traditional values, time with your family, and a great meal, you're invited to Abby's. Order at abbys.com. Our family is here for your family. It's fall. Want a great value that doesn't involve pumpkin spice? Try Appy's Barbecue Chicken Pizza. Save and enjoy a pizza with loads of quality toppings to the edge. Your taste buds and your wallet will thank you. Enjoy Appy's October special at a very special price.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Abawaji and Perry are deep for the Falcons. And kicking off, it'll be Alejandro Leon kicking off for the Cavemen. 4:52 left in the half, and the Cavers up by 7 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. This one will bounce at the 21-yard line, and there's some room to run out to the 40. Abayoji takes it to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. 4:47 left in the half. Our Medford Park and Recreation halftime report will come your way at the end of the half. We'll recap the scoring and take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. But we still got 4:47 left in the half, and the Falcons back on offense. They'll give it up the middle, not a lot of room, maybe a 1 or 2 yard gain as they gave it to Thilke. Give him 2 yards. Ball be at the 42-yard line, 2nd and 8. And getting to the 45, but no more, will be Thilke again. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. It's about a 3-yard gain. Today's game is brought to you by Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill in Grants Pass on the banks of the Rogue River and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events. Oh, a little bit of a false start, no flag on that, and stopped in the backfield for a 2-yard loss was Thilke. It'll bring up 4th down, and we'll see what the Falcons want to do here. Clock running, 3:13 and ticking. Ball at the 43-yard line, a 2-yard loss. 4th and 7. Now they punted with Ochoa and got it blocked earlier in the game. Looks like they're going to go for it here. May try and get the Cavemen to jump, but it's a 4th and 7. They're going to take a timeout. So Falcons take a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $15 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor,
State Farm is there.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today.
4th and 7. And they'll kick it. End over end kick taken on the run. Big hit at about the 47-yard line. You don't want to get hit by Royal Beard. He has hit a couple of guys pretty hard tonight. The Cavemen will have it at their own 47-yard line, but boy, Royal Beard, have yourself a ball game, young man. He has hit some guys tonight. First and 10 for the Cavemen, 4 wide receivers. And Rosetta will fake it to Powers over to the middle. Johnston hauls it in at the 35-yard line. Connor Johnston goes up the ladder and makes the catch. They'll spot it at the 36. Give it to Powers. Powers has blocking to the right side. Powers breaks a tackle, finally hit out of bounds, and we've got a flag. If this is a hold, it's going to come back to about the 40. We'll see if this is a hold or maybe he got grabbed by the face mask. Where that flag came down, I think it's a holding, and it is. So move them 10 yards back from about the 30. So this will be just on the other side of the 4. Actually, he took it. All right, give them 10.5 yards, ref. Sets it right at the 41-yard line. I mean, they can move the flag. I was going by where the flag landed, but it's not always where he wants it to be. Rosetta going to throw, broken up, and almost intercepted. Intended for Isaac Johnson. 2:09 left. I noticed this season NCAA added the 2-minute timeout. They don't want to be anything like the NFL, so it's no 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute timeout. We don't have that here in high school. 4 wide receivers, going to be a little fake the jet sweep, throw it underneath to Hart. Hart will not quite get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 12. 4 wide receivers. Fake it to Powers. Over the middle. Caught! Taking it in for the touchdown is Isaac Johnson. No laundry on the field. Touchdown, Cavemen. With 1:38. Didn't get the exact distance on that. We'll say about a 45-yard. Going for 2 again. Rosetta fakes it to Powers, and Powers blocks his way in. Rosetta falls in on top. And the 2-point conversion is good for the Cavemen. Well-designed play. He faked it to Powers and then followed Powers and dove over the top of him at the goal line, taking it in. 1:38 remaining. And it's 22-7 Cavers. Lippert's Carpet One, 2 giant warehouses, design help, and certified flooring installers. Lippert's Carpet One, Medford and Grants Pass. For over 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon. Whether it's auto or residential glass, Bill's Glass covers the complete spectrum from your vehicle to any room in your house. Leon will kick away for the Cavemen. And they'll kick it short. It'll be bounces. And, but a big lane for Aboaji. Aboaji going to take it all the way to the house. The ball had bounced over his head. He had to go back and get it, and he takes it all the way in for the score. 1:25 on the clock. What a huge swing of momentum right there as Aboaji, the big kickoff return. And Liberty going to line up to go for two. We'll take a look at that replay at halftime. We'll see just how long that was. Handoff is in for the score. 2-point conversion is good. And so with 1:25 remaining in the half, it's now Grants Pass 22, Liberty 15. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast comes to play. Visit travelmedford.org/sports to learn more about the many tournament venues, outdoor opportunities, and the event calendar to find out what's going on. John L. Scott's scoreboard shows the Cavemen leading 22-15 over the Falcons, but the Falcons have grabbed some momentum with that huge kickoff return. And, well, I was going to look at that. Replay. So he scoops it up at around about the 15 or 16 yard line. I'm going to call it the 16. So 84 yards. Kickoff comes to the near side, and tripped up was Isaac Johnson. Good return. Thought for a second there I didn't have that replay. We'll show you all the scoring plays at the half. But I thought I had lost that one, but managed to find it once again. 1st and 10. Play action. Rosetta's got a wide open man, but the throw was a little high. And Brevik Hill couldn't haul that in. He reached up, got a hand on it, but couldn't bring it down. And that's kind of been one of the storylines here in this first half is Rosetta not quite as accurate as we're used to seeing him. Cavemen still playing well, but Hart on a little kind of a little button hook route. He Ball was well behind him. 1:12 left on the clock. It'll be 3rd down and 10. So that kickoff, they kicked that ball off short. They actually got what they wanted. It bounced over the returner, but boy, what a run back it was. Blitz, sack, down at the 25-yard line is Rosetta, and we're going to get a timeout taken. Well, they stopped the clock. Or did somebody call a timeout? So Cavemen send out the punt team. I believe Liberty called a timeout. His referee never really gave a definitive, but it would make sense that Liberty would take a timeout here, save some time on the clock as they're going to get the ball back. And now the teams have huddled up. And I thought I saw him telling them to put a minute over. They're going to put some time back on the clock. And I think having a little trouble with the clock. I think they're putting it at 1:10. So there'll be 1:10 on the clock. Clock will start when the ball is snapped. Parker Roberts back to punt it away, and nobody back to receive it. It'll go all the way down to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for Liberty. Table Rock Sports thanks our great sponsors, including the John L. Scott Real Estate Scoreboard and our longtime friends from Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less in Southern Oregon. 57 seconds left in the half. And Liberty has it 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Ochoa back to pass to the near side of the field. That'll be good for about 8 yards, completed to Ben James. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. Ball at the 35-yard line. And James had gotten out of bounds, so the clock stopped with 52 seconds left in the half. We're going to send 3 receivers to the left side of the formation. 1 to the right, bad snap. It's on the turf. Ochoa gets away from the first tackler. He fumbles it into the hands of number 74, Elijah Hernandez. And the Cavers, with 2 timeouts remaining, have 45 seconds to try and engineer another score here. And that's the danger on a play like that. The ball gets behind you. Ball's on the turf. A lot of coaches will tell you just fall on that ball. Don't try and scoop it up. He scooped it up cleanly, but then it was like a shooting gallery. He was just getting hit from every direction. And finally coughed it up. And so the Cavers have it. 45 seconds, 2 timeouts. They'll go 4 wide receivers with, I believe that's Powers in the backfield once again. Rosetta looking to throw. He's got a man on the far side. That's Johnston. Johnston fights his way to about the 18-yard line. Cavers will take a timeout with 36 seconds left. They'll have 1 remaining. And we'll keep it right here. Coming up at the break, it'll be our Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. We'll recap all of the scoring, and we'll take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Tonight's action brought to you by the Rogue Valley Transportation District. Need help learning the routes and options available to you? RVTD can help. Visit rvtd.org to learn more. Rosetta has a man just off the fingertips of Powers. And just about every incompletion has been just a little overthrown, but man, it's hard to be too hard on Jordan Rosetta. He's just been so good. Again, it's kind of a small storyline from the first half, but definitely one to see how it goes as we head toward the second half. 32 seconds left, 3rd and 3. Play action, Rosetta rolling. He'll throw it in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Isaac Johnson! And the Cavemen extend their lead with 26 seconds remaining. And looks like the Cavemen will go for 2 once again. Triple back. And Rosetta will throw back of the end zone. Connor Johnston put 2 more on the board for the Cavemen. 26 seconds left in the half. 30-15 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll step aside and come back with the kickoff right after this.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your.
Welcome back to Mel Ingram Field and your Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. And this has been an exciting first half. The Cavemen have retaken a 2-score advantage. It's now 30-15 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. And Leon will boot it. They don't want it anywhere near Aboaji. So they kick it to the other side. And Perry is, there's a flag as Perry was creamed on that play, but we'll have to see what the call is going to be. And a player down for the Falcons on the other side of the field, away from where the tackle and the flag were. And an illegal block against Liberty. That's going to back them up. It's going to be, let's see where they spot this. I didn't see. Yeah, they're going to take it back to the 11-yard line. Injured player was Henry Sandrock, and he jogs over to the sideline. Looks like he's going to be okay. 21 seconds remaining in the half. It'll be 1st and 10 for Liberty. You got to think Grants Pass being a bit of a prevent here. Both teams with one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Ball at the 11-yard line. And they'll take a knee, run the clock out, and our score at the half. Grants Pass 30. And Liberty 15 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. Coming up next, it'll be the Medford Park and Recreation halftime report. Visit playmedford.com for the latest recreation guide. All the sports leagues, classes, and special events await you. Visit playmedford.com to learn more.
Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
I ride my bike and sometimes the bus, sometimes both at the same time. I do have a car, but right now it's just too expensive to pay for insurance and gas. I love my job. At Ashland Food Co-op, they're a partner with RVTD's Employer Pass program. It makes it super easy for me to get to work and save a ton of money. It's way cheaper to be able to pay $10 a month, and now I can go anywhere in the valley. Pretty much unlimited rides. It's more than just a bus ride. RVTD is moving our community forward.
Welcome back to Mel Ingram Field here at Grants Pass High School and your Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. Did you know the City of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? The Fall Program Guide just came out. Find out about all the recreation and learning opportunities at playmedford.com. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, Grants Pass with the halftime lead, 30-15 over the Liberty Falcons. Liberty will get the ball to start the second half, or will receive the kickoff to start the second half. Scoring got started with Liberty with a big 72-yard run. That was Mackay Perry, and that would get the scoring started. And let's take a look at that one. Give it right up the gut. May have gotten touched once, and then he was off to the races. And that would make it 7-0. That was with 6:36 left in the first quarter. It'd be about 2 minutes later, Grants Pass would score on a 10-yard run. That would be taken in by Trayton Powers. And let's take a look at that one. Powers takes it in. 2-point conversion would be a pass to Powers. That would make it 7-8. Cavemen with the 1-point lead. That would be all the scoring in the first quarter. Grants Pass would score a pair of touchdowns to start the first two scores of the second quarter. With 4:52 left in the second, it would be Powers again, this time on a 1-yard run. We'll take a look at that one. As Powers dives ahead, reaches across just before the knee hits, and the Cavemen would miss the 2-point conversion. It would be 14-7. Then it was a big pass play to number 6, Isaac Johnson. And this one would be from about 38 yards. We'll take a look at that one. And so Johnson makes the big catch and score. They would get the 2-point conversion. It would be 22-7. And then it was that big 84-yard kickoff return. For James Aboaji. The 2-point conversion would be scored on a run. And so this score we're looking at right here would make it 22-15. As we see, he went back to get it and then was off to the races again. So it was two big plays for the two scores. A 72-yard run and an 84-yard kickoff return would be the two scores for Liberty. The 2-point conversion would be good. And we are going to let you enjoy a little bit of the halftime performance. And then we'll take a look at that final score for the Cavemen, but we'll let you enjoy some of this halftime performance. It's the Grants Pass High School Marching Band performing here at Mel Ingram Field. As the marching band performance continues, we're going to take a look at that final score. It was the Cavemen scoring with 26 seconds left in the half. It was a pass play 18 yards from Rosetta to Isaac Johnson. Second score for Johnson on the night. And let's take a look at that one. Play action. Rosetta buys himself some time, and in the back of the end zone, Johnson makes the catch. The 2-point conversion would be good, and the Cavemen have a 15-point lead on our John L. Scott scoreboard at the half, 30-15. Cavemen in the lead, and we're going to let you enjoy a little more of this halftime show here. Then we'll take a break. We'll come back with the out-of-town scoreboard. But for now, enjoy the show.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever. Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
It's time to fall into savings at Medford Mattress, downtown Medford. If you want the lowest prices of the year on all in-stock Beauty Rest Serta and more, now's your chance. Memory foam queen starting at just $3.99. With adjustable base, only $9.99.
Come in and compare our prices. You'll be glad you did.
Time to fall into savings. Only at Medford Mattress, downtown Medford.
Where quality is still not costly.
Discover luxurious Karastan flooring at Lippert's Carpet One. The flooring you need to live beautifully. With the National Karastan Month Savings with Style event, experience the luxury of Karastan and capture the lowest prices of the year. With savings up to $1,000 back on beautiful flooring and pay no interest for 18 full months during National Karastan Month, exclusively at both Lippert's Carpet One locations, Medford and Grants Pass.
Welcome back. Our Medford Park and Recreation halftime report continues. Southern Oregon has a new place to play in Medford, the Rogue X Aquatics and Event Center. 2 pools, a splash pad, and plenty of gym and court space to accommodate your indoor sports. Swim and learn more at roguexmedford.com for daily information on open swim and gym hours. All the X has to offer, roguexmedford.com. And get out to the Rogue X tomorrow. American Cornhole Organization with their Medford Major. They'll have 2 of them. One tomorrow. We'll have it right here on TableRockSports.net. The next one comes up on the 1st of February. And we're happy to support the American Cornhole Organization and Rogue X. So let's take a quick look at our out-of-town scoreboard. North Valley up big in the third quarter on St. Mary's, 41-0. Marshfield 20, Ashland 14. That one also in the third quarter. Cascade Christian up 35-0 on Phoenix in the third. And finally, North Medford just scoring. They are up 37-0 over McNary. And this one here is 30-15 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. We want to thank the Medford Park and Recreation Department for sponsoring the halftime report. And again, if you can't get out to Rogue X tomorrow for American Cornhole Organization Medford Major, you can watch it right here on TableRockSports.net. (30-15) the score. Grants Pass will be kicking off to start the second half, so Liberty will get the ball first. Medford Mattress, helping you rediscover sleep for over 30 years. Medford Mattress, downtown Medford, where quality is not costly. Rory Wold, State Farm Insurance, protecting your dreams in Oregon for over 30 years. Like a good neighbor, Rory Wold, State Farm Insurance. Well, while we wait for the teams to take the field and kick things off, we'll say hello to our friends in the chat on YouTube. And if you'd like to throw in the chat, let us know where you're watching from. Always fun to see where people are tuning in. Aboaji and Perry will be deep for Liberty. And it's going to be Alejandro Leon kicking off for the Cavemen. Gonna kick the ground ball. The fielder bobbles it and has to just smother it. That was covered by Cooper Warren for Liberty. And the second half will get underway. First and 10 at the 35. So pretty decent field position, but that kickoff prevents any kind of kick return. And again, the two scores for Liberty have been on big plays. 72-yard run and an 84-yard kick return. They're going to go bunch here with just one receiver and powering up the middle, breaking tackles all the way out to about the 48-yard line goes Trevor Thielke. And I believe that tackle made well, I thought I had that. I don't. We'll move on. 11:37 and ticking. First and 10. Ball at the 48-yard line. Give it to the left side. Across the 50 goes number 7, Matt Jones. Saw Matt Jones early. We hadn't heard a lot from him since, but he gets the carry there. Going to get about 3 yards. It'll make it second down and 7. Ball into Caveman territory at the 49-yard line. You too, man. Gonna go reverse. Cutting back to the middle and going nowhere. It was Hart on the tackle. Malik Smith on the reverse. And it makes it third down and 8 right at midfield, so they lose a yard. Slow developing plays offensively haven't been super effective against these Cavemen. That's why they're so good on the edge. So even the reverses, we've seen a couple of reverses have some success, but a lot of times, and that one's up the middle and not a lot there. It's going to be fourth down and about 5. Ball at the 47-yard line. And Ochoa gets the play call, heads back to the huddle. They're going to go for it. Appears they're going to go for it here. This is 4-down territory for most teams. Anything between the almost even the 30s, but definitely between the 40s is almost always 4-down territory. And down 2 scores, you almost need to go for it here. And now a whistle and delay a game against the Falcons. That's going to back them up. It'll be now 4th and 10. And we'll see if they decide to change the play call here. Ochoa coming over to get the call here. Of course, he's been called on. Apparently he does the punting as well as the quarterback duties. He's punted twice in this one. Of course, one was a quick kick. Neither one did he set up really deep, but the second one he gave himself enough room to get the kickoff. The first one was blocked by the Cavemen. 4th and 10 from the 48. Ochoa looking to throw. He'll go right side, and that's no, he dropped it. It was Deshane had it, but as he started to make what they call in the NFL a football move, he lost control. And so the Cavemen will take over 1st and 10. And actually, depending on the run back, if he had intercepted that, field position could have been very similar. So not the worst drop at that moment. He probably had a little room to run, but you never know where you'll end up. So the Cavers will have it in Falcon territory at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. 4-receiver set. Trips to the left. Powers in the backfield with Rosetta. High snap. Little inside screen. And a short gain for Isaac Johnson. He's taken down at the 46-yard line. About 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8. Two receivers to each side. Powers in the backfield. Just over 8 minutes to go here in the third. Quick out to Hart. Hart has a first down. Takes it all the way to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cavemen. Newport makes the stop. And they'll give to Powers. Powers looks for a hole, and he finds one. Spun down across the 30. Going to be about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 for the Cavemen. Powers again to the outside. Powers breaks a tackle. Powers along the sideline. Dances, and he's forced out. At the 8-yard line, Trayton Powers with a big run. Cavemen go tempo again. And Powers couldn't find any room. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from, they're going to spot it still at the 8, so 2nd and goal from the 8. Powers doing a nice job on that just to get back to the 8-yard line. He could have been tackled for about a 2-yard loss, but fought his way back to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Rosetta rolling to his right. He's got a man. Touchdown! So Brevik Hill makes the catch. And the Cavemen extend their lead. They'll go for 2 once again with Berg in the backfield. Rosetta's going to throw over the middle. And Brevik Hill catches the 2-point conversion. 38-15 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The Cavemen extend their lead with 6:40 remaining here in the third. We'll step aside and come back with more right after this.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Hi guys, my name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that
Welcome back to Grants Pass High School and your Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular. And Leon will hit another ground ball, and this is grabbed and covered by Braden Decker. And this one will be at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for Liberty. 6:39, so only a second ticked off on that one as Decker thought about running that for about a quarter of a second, and then he went to the ground. His teammate was coming back to tackle him in case he was going to try and run that. First down and 10. It looks like Perry in the backfield with Ochoa. They'll send the receiver in motion, and breaking a tackle is Malik Smith. Malik Smith along the sideline, finally tracked down and ripped down by Kingston Connolly. And I was looking to see if there was going to be a flag on that for a horse collar, and there is. So this is going to be half the distance to the goal, I'm pretty sure. They're going to get Kingston Connolly for a horse collar, I'm almost sure. And I mean, it's a touchdown saving tackle, but you don't want anybody to get hurt either. And that is the point of that rule, is to prevent injuries, but we're still waiting for the official indication here. Personal foul, and it was a horse collar. So the ball will be put about the 10-yard line first. Essentially, it's 1st and goal from the 10. The ball's just outside the 10, but not sure how you could get a first down on this without scoring the touchdown. So 1st and goal from the 10. And bouncing to the outside with room to run is Perry. And Perry takes it in for the score with 6:17. So a big play and then a penalty, and Liberty cashes in. A 10-yard run for Perry. And we'll see what they can do on the extra point. And they'll go for 2 here. And they'll come to the right side, and they will not get it. Cavemen get the stop on the John L. Scott scoreboard with 6:17 left in the third. It's Grants Pass 38, Liberty 21. We'll step aside and be back with more action right after this.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has Has this kid played before? Shoot it! Oh! Ah! Come on, ref! Open your eyes! Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Welcome back to Grants Pass High School, Mel Ingram Field, and your Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. And number 22, Ben James, will kick off. And it's Powers and Hart deep. Hart will scoop it up at around the 11. And Hart dances his way out to the 35-yard line. First down and 10 for the Cavemen. With 6:11 left here in quarter number 3. Solar Pros and owner Mason Mahaffey invite you to learn how you can save thousands on solar panel installation for your home. Visit Solar Pros Facebook page to learn more. Just search Solar Pros PNW on Facebook. And looks like we're getting a timeout here. Nope, they're calling the coaches out again. So the officials will take a timeout. Coaches will meet with the referees once again. And I don't know what to think about this. We're seeing a lot of this season, and I'm as big on sportsmanship as anybody. What I don't understand is if there's no flag on a play for unsportsmanlike conduct, then why are we out here meeting in the middle of the field? Even if you call offsetting penalties for both sides for unsportsmanlike, that has to be the first step of this in my estimation. And again, it's obviously something they're paying attention to this season because we've seen a handful of these bring the coaches out discussions. And the other thing that's I find interesting, because in other sports it would be different, bring the captains out to these discussions. But again, I don't know all the things, the way the referees decide to do this kind of stuff. Coaches talking to their teams. This time it's the Cavers huddling up the entire team. Last time it was the Falcons. And so, clearly there's things going on that we don't know about, but I just don't know that I like the way that this gets handled. And I'm not putting this on these individual referees. It's clearly something that's being done this season. I've seen it quite a bit, not just in games that I've covered, but film that I've watched as well. So the Cavemen heading back to their sideline after huddling up for a talk from their head coach, Brad Page. And again, a little earlier, it was Dustin McGee for Liberty huddling his entire team up. So 6:11 remaining. First down and 10 for the Cavemen at their own 35-yard line. Hill will go in motion, take it on the jet sweep, and he is hauled down, fighting off a blocker and making the big tackle. Trying to see who that was. That was 24, Ethan Hopper. He was engaged with a block and still was able to fight off the block, reach around the blocker, and get a hold of Hill on that jet sweep. So 2nd and 16, a 6-yard loss. Ball at the 29-yard line. Rosetta finds, and that's going to be, that was awful close to a late hit as the catch was made by Isaac Johnson. Johnson's got 3 touchdowns in this game. 2 in the first half, another one in the second half. He makes the catch there. It'll be 3rd and 6 at the 39-yard line. 10-yard gain on that play. Oh, and Rosetta was hit as he was trying to throw. See if they rule this an incomplete. They do. So Rosetta just got rid of that in time. It's going to be 4th and 6 at the 39. And see if they're going to send the punt team out. Looks like they will. Here comes Parker Roberts. Gives the referee his kicking football. 5:26 left here in the third. And a rare punt from the Cavemen. Of course, punts have been rare for both teams. It's a fake. Connor Johnston. Connor Johnston will have enough for the first down, I believe. Yes, he will. So Parker Roberts jumped in the air like the snap was over his head. It was a direct snap to Connor Johnston, and he's a good choice for that. He's a powerful runner, and he gets the first down. Cavemen continue the offensive drive here. Hill goes in motion. Stepping up is Rosetta. He's got some room to run. He'll head to the sideline. He was being pursued by Ali. And that's going to be about a 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4. Ball at the 47. It's going to be 2nd and about 5. Rosetta, a little swing out to Weston Berg. Berg is going to really no gain on the play. Maybe a yard. Call it 3rd and 3. And Rosetta with the hard count. See if anybody moved from the Cavers. I don't think so. And they didn't. First down for the Cavemen on the offsides penalty. Ball at the 41-yard line. Empty backfield. 5 receivers. It's Johnston, the tight end, in the slot to the near side, but they're going to go to the far side. Wide open! Touchdown! Breivik Hill, 41-yard pass play, and the Cavemen score again. And we do have an injured player for the Falcons behind this play. We don't believe they'll do this extra point until the player gets off the field. So Leon out there to attempt the extra point for the Cavemen. And Leon punches it through on the John L. Scott scoreboard with 4:19 remaining in the third. It's Grants Pass 45 and Liberty 21. And we will be back right after this.
What do you do when a loved one has been wrongfully injured or killed? It's simple. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's nationwide 5G coverage?
Yeah.
Download the Try Us app.
Here we go.
US Cellular works great out here. Hey, I wonder if US Cellular lets me stream in money. Yep, it's working.
Download the US Cellular Try Us app for a free 30-day trial.
Visit US Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See souscellular.com for details.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Abawaji and Perry deep for the Falcons. Leon will kick it off. I doubt it will go that deep. It hasn't over the last couple of scores. And it'll be another ground ball. Oh, bounces over the head of the first player. And it'll be an even better kick. This one at the 24-yard line. Well, now they... Well, wait a minute. Okay, back to the 24. These refs trying to keep me on my toes here. 24-yard line is where the Falcons will start their next drive as Ochoa jogs his way back to the huddle. Still 3:51 left here in the third. Going to give it on the toss and being forced out of bounds. Abawaji, see where they spotted this. It's going to be a short gain, if any. Actually, it's going to be a loss of a yard. Ball at the 23-yard line. The sticks are showing 2nd and 10, but I thought that ball was about a yard farther back. Give it on a sweep again, and the tackle made by Ashton Park, and another Falcon player shaken up on the play. Crater Car Wash, locally owned, operated with 2 Medford and 2 Grants Pass locations. Crater Car Wash, clean, dry, fast. 45-21 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. We've got injured player down for the Falcons. That's the reason for the stoppage here. And we'll step aside, come back with more action right after this.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherm's Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to Mel Ingram Field here at Grants Pass High School and your Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Injured player was Malik Smith. He headed to the sideline under his own power. Clock down to 3:30 and running. This is a 3rd down and 10 from the 24-yard line. And Ochoa will throw a screen to the near side. No place to go for Perry. Bassett, one of the guys in on the tackle. And it's going to be 4th down. 4th and 10. No gain on the play. And you got to think they're going to punt from here. That's what it appears they're lining up to do. And they get it away. That was Roman Litz. Fielded by Connolly. Connolly's got room to run. Hart lays off a block, and that's going to be a foul on the tackle. And Cavemen need to stay out of the scrum. They're fired, and there it is. You turned a personal foul, which would have been half the distance because it's inside the 30, and now you may have erased that penalty with an unsportsmanlike. Now this could be against Liberty as well, but it sure looked like some of the Cavemen coming out, they didn't like that hit. And clearly the hit's going to result in a personal foul. We'll have to see what the second penalty will be. Ref's still talking it over. So it was a personal foul. It was unsportsmanlike conduct. And my apologies to the Cavemen. I assumed a little bit on that, just kind of watching what was happening there. But the penalties going against the Falcons, it's half the distance on the personal foul, then it's half the distance again on the unsportsmanlike. And this will put the ball at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal for the Cavemen with 2:26 remaining in the third. Cavemen still huddled up on the far sideline. First and goal from the 7. And Powers back in the backfield behind Rosetta. And it'll go to Powers. He looks for a blocker to the left, and Powers takes it in for the Grants pass touchdown. Seven-yard run. 2:19 left here in the third. Leon out to kick the extra point for the Cavers. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 52-21 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. 2:19 left in the third. We'll take a break, come back with more action right after this.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Leon set to kick off for the Cavemen. They've got the 52-21 lead here in the third, and they'll kick it to about the 33-yard line, where it was downed by number 34, Cooper Warren. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Liberty. 2:16 left here in the third. .216 left here in the third. 1st and 10 at the 33. For the Falcons. They'll hand the ball off. Bouncing to the outside is Perry. Perry with another big run all the way into Caver territory to the 46-yard line. And a flag comes in. Way after the play was over. It was the line judge on the near side, and I think this is going against the Cavemen. Unsportsmanlike against the Cavemen, so... Part of the problem with this is once they have one of those discussions, things that you might have gotten away with in a different game are you're no longer going to get away with. So you have to adjust what you're doing. Whether it's right or wrong, you have to adjust, and clearly neither team has adjusted well. 1st and 10, handoff to the right side, and shoved out of bounds was Perry, and a flag comes in, and they're going to call something on that tackle. Just because he does it with an attitude doesn't mean it's a penalty. 2 hands, pushed him out of bounds. He was in bounds when the contact was made, but I guess because you had some attitude, I'm sorry. I try really hard to give the benefit of the doubt on this, but I watched that play clear as day right in front of us here. Again, yes, did he have a little swagger as he approached the tackle? Yes, but that's not against the rules. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 12, and again, I do put, and we're going to get a timeout taken by Grants Pass, and I do put a little bit of this on the Cavemen. You have to know that you've been warned twice in this game. You can't do things that would normally probably be okay in a game. Once you've been warned, you've got to dial it back. And so some of this does go on both of these teams. They've both been called for some unsportsmanlike penalties. But my goodness, there was just nothing wrong with that tackle. So 2:05 remaining. Timeout was taken. We did not put the timeouts back on the board for the second half. So timeout taken by Grants Pass. They'll have 2 remaining. Liberty still has all 3 of their timeouts. Well, and the other thing to consider about dialing it back a bit, it's not that this game is over. It's not. The way this game is going, there's still a whole quarter left to play, but you've got a 31-point lead. You just can't give them a reason to throw flags on you. And on the reverse, or the misdirection at least, diving forward is Smith. He gets to about the 4-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the 4. So they can get a first down here. Get the ball to the 2-yard line, they'd get the first down. 2nd down and 2. Clock down to 1:26, but we've still got another quarter to play. Another misdirection, handoff, and in for the score. Maddox Ricow scores for the Falcons. 1:20, the time of the score here in the third. And they will... Are they going to kick an extra point here? I think they may be setting up to kick the extra point as the holder comes out. Kick is up, and the kick is good as it's put through by Ben James. With 1:20, it's 52-28. Cavers out in front. Liberty with their second score of the third quarter. They will kick off when we come back.
It's kind of simple. We're not rocket scientists. We just make great pizza. When you're ready for traditional values, time with your family, and a great meal, you're invited to Abby's. Order at abbys.com. Our family is here for your family. It's fall. Want a great value that doesn't involve pumpkin spice? Try Abby's Barbecue Chicken Pizza. Save and enjoy a pizza with loads of quality toppings to the edge. Your taste buds and your wallet will thank you. Enjoy Abby's October Special at a very special price.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
James kicks it deep, taken by Hart, and he'll dive across the 30. It will be 1st down and 10. So 1:15 left in the third. First and 10 at the 31 for the Cavemen. I'm going to need another page to keep all of the scoring plays written down. You know, the first game of the season, I had designs on trying to keep some extra stats. We don't have anybody up here to keep stats for us. First offensive drive, the Cavemen went with tempo, and I quickly threw that plan out the window. Quick little screen, and about a 1-yard gain as the catch was made by Connolly. And it'll be 2nd and 9. Ball at the 32-yard line. Four receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the near side. And then a false start is going to go against the Cavemen as Powers had gone into motion, and I I'm thinking maybe his first step went forward instead of laterally, but I'm not 100% sure that was the call, but it's going to cost the Cavers 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 14 at the 27 now. And Rosetta with a quick throw. Powers catches, beats a man, gets to the edge and forced out of bounds. It's going to make it 3rd and about 4. Maybe 5. We'll see where they. So call it 3rd and 5. Ball at the 36-yard line. .21 seconds left in the 3rd. Hill goes in motion, and Powers is hit in the backfield and spun down. Getting in untouched to make the tackle was Maddox Ricow. And the clock ticking down. I think the quarter is going to come to an end before another play gets off. And after 3 quarters of play, it's Grants Pass 52, Liberty 28. We will come back with the 4th quarter right after this.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $15 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $15 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
Parker Roberts on to punt. It's a high, wobbly kick. Nobody back to receive it. It takes a Liberty bounce. Probably about 3 or 4 yards back on the bounce. They'll put it at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for Liberty. So the Caveman defense back on the field. Handoff over the right side, a short, about a 4-yard gain. Cooper Warren on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 6, ball at the 49-yard line. Ochoa under center this time. And the little misdirection again. And that's going to be close to the first down. And they're going to move the chains. Put it at the right at the 45-yard line of the Cavemen. Right up the gut, big hit, and pushed backwards was Cooper Warren again, and some words exchanged at the end of that, but they must have been nicer ones because there was a nice pat on the shoulder pads. as the teams head back to their huddles. Clock running here, 10:09 and ticking. 2nd down and 7, ball at the 42-yard line of the Cavemen. So Ochoa back in the shotgun this time after a few snaps from center, and that is incomplete. Pass intended for number 22, Ben James. 3rd down, it'll be 3rd and 7. Third and 7. 4 receivers. Reverse. And getting away from the first tackler, but not the second one, was Abuaji. Taken down, I believe it was Braden Reese who made the stop. Fourth and 10, loss of 3. Ochoa gets the play. Dallas Ochoa, junior, 6 foot 160. Four wide receivers. And Ochoa, the lefty quarterback, gets away from the pressure. And then he is spun out of bounds. Bassett on the stop. And the Falcons turn it over on downs. And the Cavemen will have it. 8:49 left here in the 4th. First and 10 for the Cavers. Ball at the 40-yard line. Rosetta rolling away from pressure. Oh, and he does. So they whistled. He was in the grasp. I don't even know if they call it that in the high school game, but Royal Beard will be credited with a sack. And again, boy, Royal Beard has just looked great in this game. High snap, quick screen. And following his blockers was Johnson. And there was a play right there that you see a ton in college football where they were tackling the football instead of the player, trying to strip that football away. Looks like we may have had a flag. We did in the backfield. So this one could be coming back. But if this one didn't come back, no, it's not coming back. It's a personal foul. May have been a roughing the passer from where that flag is. But those extra yards, and not to take anything away from Isaac Johnson, he was fighting for the yardage, but some of the reason that he got the extra yardage was because they were trying to strip the football instead of just making the tackle. And the penalty takes it into Falcon territory just inside the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for Grants Pass. And, okay. Rolling the clock once again. I was wondering what that whistle was for. Rosetta under pressure, and Rosetta thrown down. Maddox Rekow this time getting through. And this time the Falcons jump. So the Cavers will get a little bit of that loss back. It was going to be 2nd and 20. It'll be now 2nd and 15. Ball will be right at midfield. 2nd and 15. Clock rolls again. 7:10 and ticking. And he almost got him to jump again. They moved, but they didn't come across. Rosetta goes up, yells something to his line. And they'll give it. No, he faked it to Berg. The throw over the middle. Home fans wanted a interference there, but that was a good play across the middle defensively. 3rd and 15. Five receivers, 3 to the near side, 2 to the top. Empty backfield. And Rosetta will throw one in the direction of Breivik Hill. Incomplete. And we mentioned the overthrows in the first half, and we're wondering how much of a factor that was going to be, but this second half, Rosetta has been much more accurate. That was the first real obvious overthrow of this second half. And so kudos to the young man for fixing whatever was ailing him in that first half. But Roberts will boot one away. Oh, and he's not going to like that one. Off the side of the foot, out of bounds. We'll see where they end up spotting this. Oh. Hey, Grass Pass got a good spot. I thought that ball should have been up about another 4 yards, but it'll be at the 35-yard line, and that's where Liberty will send their offense back out to start this next drive. That ball landed at about the 35, but it landed about 8 yards out of bounds, so I don't think it reached that far before it went out of bounds, but the Cavemen will take it. Two-back look for the Falcons. Play action. Ochoa will throw. He lofts one up, and it is incomplete. Couldn't see if he actually caught it or not. It wouldn't have mattered. He was well out of bounds. Pass intended for number 8, Davis Decker. And it'll be 2nd and 10. .6:30 remaining. Handoff up the middle, short gain. It was 45, the ball carrier, Maddox Rekow. About a 3-yard gain, 3rd and 7 at the 38. And Ochoa under center, hands it off, and nowhere to go. Connor Johnston blew that play up. It was Ricow again on the carry, but Johnston stops him. No gain on the play. 4th and 7 at the 38. Clock continues to run, 5:22 and ticking. And what do you do here? I mean, you don't want to give the Cavers great field position, but at the same time, you don't have much to lose. Trailing by 24, so they'll go for it here. And now a timeout going to be taken. Liberty takes a timeout. We'll take it with them. 52-28 on our John L. Scott scoreboard, and we'll be right back.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're going to do is you're going to take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your.
Falcons decide to punt. Ali gets a high kick. Fair catch taken at around the 40-yard line. They'll spot it at the Caveman 41-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. 4:49 remaining in this game. New quarterback for Grants Pass. Parker Howe, number 14 out there for the Cavemen. And he'll hand it off right up the middle. The new back was number 37, Logan Eldred. I think. No, yeah, it was Eldred, 37. One-yard gain on the play, 2nd down and 9, ball at the 42 of the Cavemen. Play action, little screen pass. Catch was made by Jace McGowan. McGowan gets it to the 50-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 1. So a lot of guys coming off the bench, getting some playing time here on this drive for the Cavemen. Howe with the hard count, looks to the sideline, changes the play. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down on the keeper. So Parker Howell with a nice run. Ball Ball at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cavers. We're now down under 3 minutes to play. Clock continues to run here. Eldred in the backfield with Howe. Now Eldred will roll to his right to catch this screen pass. And he tries to stiff arm one guy. Oh, and a late hit out of bounds is going to be called against Roman Litz. He had forced the runner Eldred out, but then after they were well out of bounds, he threw him down. And so that's going to be a personal foul. 15 more yards for the Cavemen. 24-yard line is where they'll spot this. 1st down and 10. And wait for the back judge to get in position. Now we're ready to go. High snap, handoff to Eldred. He's hit as he got to about the 20. They'll put it at the 21-yard line. Three-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 21-yard line. Cavemen in no hurry here. Clock running down to 10 and ticking. Eldred hit in the backfield, and he is whistled down at the So they spot the ball just outside the 25 at about the 26-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 12. Howe on the play action, rolls to his right. The pressure coming. He's hit as he throws, and it's intercepted at the 15-yard line. We got 1 minute left on the clock, and Liberty will send the offense out. And you got to think that pressure looked like he was hit as he threw it, and that may have been enough to take something off of that ball. So 1st and 10 for Liberty, but only 1 minute remaining. They do have 2 timeouts, but a minute's not going to get it done here. Trailing by 24. New quarterback. Looks to be number 30. I'll have to check the number. 36, the new quarterback, and I apologize. I do not have 36 on my roster. And that's going to be close to a 1st down. Let's see if they're going to move the chains. They'll move the chains. We've got 15 seconds left. They'll roll the clock here, see if they can get one more play. Barring any kind of big play here, we're going to have a scoreless 4th quarter. There's the horn. The tackle is made, and this one is in the books. Grants Pass going to take the victory. Final score on our John L. Scott scoreboard. Grants Pass 52, Liberty 28. As the teams come to the middle of the field to shake hands, and Grants Pass happy with another home victory. Coming up next, it will be our Know Your Role post-game report. Stay with us. Visit travelmedford.org and search Know Your Role to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. We'll have the final recap of the scoring for the second half. We'll look ahead to the upcoming schedule for both the teams. We'll do all of that on the Know Your Role post-game report coming your way right after this.
Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
I ride my bike and sometimes the bus, sometimes both at the same time. I do have a car, but right now it's just too expensive to pay for insurance and gas. I love my job. At Ashland Food Co-op, they're a partner with RVTD's Employer Pass program. It makes it super easy for me to get to work and save a ton of money. It's way cheaper to be able to pay $10 a month, and now I can go anywhere in the valley. Pretty much unlimited rides. It's more than just a bus ride. RVTD is moving our community forward.
Welcome back to Mel Ingram Field and the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, and the post-game show brought to you by the Know Your Role campaign. Visit TravelMedford.org and search Know Your Role to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. 52-28, a statement game by the Cavemen here at Mel Ingram Field. We mentioned during the pregame that Cavemen probably feeling a little disrespected when it comes to the rankings. It's sometimes hard to pin down exactly how those rankings are going to go. And Grants Pass making a big statement after last week's upset of South Medford at Spiegelberg. They back it up with a huge win here against number 17 Liberty. All the scoring in the second half was done in the third quarter. Halftime score was 30-15. Grants Pass would get on the board first in the second half. It was an 8-yard pass from Rosetta to Isaac Johnson. They would get the 2-point conversion on that same connection between those two. They would make it 38-15. We'll take a look at that one here. But then Liberty would come right back less than a minute and score on a 10-yard run. Would be taken in by Mackay Perry. They would miss the two-point conversion. It would be 38-21 as we see Perry take it to the edge and take it in. Then Grants Pass would get the next two scores. First, it's a 41-yard pass play. Rosetta to Breivik Hill. We'll take a look at this one. 41 yards, empty backfield, and Hill catches it in stride, takes it in. The PAT would be good. It would be 45-21. Then it was a 7-yard run from Trayton Powers. And Grants Pass would extend their lead. Powers waiting for the blocking patiently, takes it in for the score. And then Liberty would get the last score of the game. It would be a 4-yard run taken in by Maddox Ricow. And we'll take a look at that one here. So Liberty would make it a 52-28 game. And that would do it for the scoring. No score in the fourth quarter. 80 points between the two teams and didn't score a single point in the fourth quarter. So Liberty falls to 3-3 on the season, while Grants Pass improves to 5-1. Liberty will host Newburgh next week, and Grants Pass will host Sprague, another big game. Sprague currently the 5th-ranked team, and I don't know if we can get an update on most of the scores. Probably haven't been reported. Well, and Sprague may be off tonight, so big game anyhow coming up. It's going to be, we'll see where Grants Pass ends up in the rankings. They came into the night as 19th. I doubt seriously they'll crack the top 10, but they will probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of the top 15, taking on the current number 5 next week right here at Mel Ingram Field. So that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. We'd like to thank the Grants Pass High School Athletic Director, Clay Ronceville, for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. Special thanks goes out to the head coaches in tonight's game, Dustin McGee for Liberty and Brad Page for Grants Pass. Once again, our final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Grants Pass 52, Liberty 28. This has been a presentation of TableRockSports.net. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Mikhail Weish behind the lens, I'm Jeff Smith saying thank you for watching. Have a great night from Grants Pass High School here in Grants Pass, Oregon.